Hi everyone. Couple ways to show you how to control the settings for your webcam, both in OBS and outside of OBS for things like when you're in a web call. So first we'll go in OBS. So I've got my webcam. It's already in OBS, and as you can see, like if I bring my hand really close to the camera, it refocuses. And then when I bring it away, it refocuses. What if I wanted to turn autofocus off? I know I'm always going to be at this distance, and I don't want it to keep changing focus when it doesn't need to. You'll also notice that if I bring my hand closer, the exposure changes as well. So it goes brighter, darker. It's trying to balance out the light. But what if I have the studio lighting exactly the way I want it, and I want to be able to lean forward and not have it do a bunch of little automatic tweaks? Okay, so right-click the video capture source, click Properties, and then just click Configure Video. Configure Video is going to give you one of these, and you can adjust all kinds of stuff in here. Brightness, contrast, saturation, sharpness. White balance is usually on auto by default. You can uncheck that and then slide to cool it off or warm it up if it needs that. If you go to Camera Control, here's where you can uncheck focus and then drag the focus to where you want it and leave it. You can uncheck exposure and drag that to make it darker or brighter. Keep in mind that if you make it brighter, see what happens is it gets kind of choppy. So I try to stick with at least -5 and then adjust your lighting in studio to give you, the light that you need if this is set to -5. And work from there. There's also a low light compensation thing which you can uncheck, and you'll see if it helps or hurts. And then just click OK. Okay, so what if you're not using OBS, but instead you're in a program like Zoom in a web call as either a guest on someone else's show or capturing yourself through your web call as well. And you don't want the same things to happen, right? You don't want auto exposure, you don't want auto focus, you want to lock all those settings down. Well, then you're going to need a program called Logitech Gaming Software. You can download that from the Logitech website. Make sure you get the right version for your computer, and then it should show all of your Logitech products that are currently plugged into your computer. I just have the camera, so I'll click it, and then just go straight to Advanced. And then you'll get that same window that we just described. Set those settings, click OK, and then you should be able to go back into your web call and be in full control. So like for example, I'll go ahead and I'll get rid of autofocus and auto exposure, and then if we go back to the web call, it's not autofocusing, it's not changing the exposure, and we're in full control.